What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. Today, by the thumbnail, you see that we're doing a clipper versus. So it's going to be 4 different clippers all going against each other to see what the best bang for your buck is going to be out of all 4 clippers. So I'm going to break down specifications, what the clipper cuts like. We're going to do side-by-side comparisons to the new tpob Play clipper that just released. So the tpob Play is the newest from the Pissed Off Barber catalog. If you have not bought that clipper yet, you can go to thepissedoffbarber.com, use code Jayblends to save yourself 15% off. But if you are not convinced yet on buying the clipper, hopefully this video does it justice and shows you that it is extremely worth the buy. So we're going to dive into this and break down each clipper, what it comes with, accessories, and all that stuff that the clipper is about. So let's introduce the 3 clippers that will be going against the tpob Play in this video. Let's get to it.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
So the first clipper we have up is going to be this gold clipper here. It's got a lever, but it does not have a click lever system on this one. Here is the power switch. You have a charging port at the bottom there. As you can see here, pretty ergonomic. It's got your indents on the back there. It's not too heavy. It's a very light clipper. I think it may be the lightest out of all the clippers that we're going to be using today. But there is the clipper. There is the blade. It does come with a stagger tooth blade. Let me get this to focus there. So as you can see on the cutting blade, the stagger tooth is every other tooth on the blade is lower or higher than the other. So that is how the teeth are staggered. But there it has a thumb indent. So this clipper right here advertises 120 minutes of runtime. It comes with 8 attachments, 8 combs or 8 guards, whatever you want to call it. Has a lithium-ion battery. It has a powerful motor that delivers continuous hair cutting horsepower through even the thickest of hair types. Comes with a titanium blade with DLC coating. Has a blue LED indicator light there at the bottom. I believe it starts to blink when it needs to be charged, and red when it is completely out. Now, if you want to know what comes with this clipper here, it does come with a taper lever. Like I said, there is your lever. It comes with 8 guards from your 1/16 of an inch to an inch. Has your charge stand, styling comb, power supply, oil, cleaning brush, operating instruction, and a red blade guard which goes on the blade here, so that way you don't chip it if you are traveling with it. Now, another thing about this clipper is that it does not have an advertised RPM or charge time. All it does state on the website for this is that it's up to 120 minutes of runtime. I'm not even going to have to say anything else besides that, because a lot of these clippers that are here behind this clipper all last longer than this clipper right here. So the price point for this clipper here is going to be sitting at $229.99 before taxes and shipping. So that is what you're looking at as far as the price point for this gold clipper here. Also, this clipper here is a rotary motor, and out of all the 4 clippers we have here, it does have a stagger tooth blade, but it does not have oil reservoirs inside the stationary blade like the rest of the clippers that we are going to be seeing today do. Also, this blade here is going to be the thickest of all the blades that we look at today. This is a stationary fade blade that we're looking at there. So this is the thickest blade out of all the blades that we see today. That is just another point to consider with these clippers. The next clipper that we have is going to be this graphite gray colored clipper that we have here. Got a power switch on the side. Has a similar body to the first gold clipper that we looked at. Has your indentions on the back here for your fingers to be placed. It has a thumb indention just like the first clipper as well. Has a 5-click lever system. It's got a blue blade on it. It also has reservoirs inside of the blade. As you can see there, you can see the oil reservoirs sitting there. So oil will sit in there to keep this blade cooler for longer. You have your cutting blade on there. And this blade is kind of like a fade taper blade combination. But there it is. It does have a ejectable battery. So once you press this button here, you can eject the battery out. But that is beside the point. We have a 3-hour runtime on this clipper. On the website, I could not find the charge time to runtime, but the runtime of the battery is 3 hours. I'm just not exactly sure how long it takes to get that battery fully charged. So with that, we have a power switch on the side there. We have an LED indicator light, which is going to be on the battery here. So let me turn this on. And there is your LED indicator light. It has 4 different sections, so it'll tell you whenever 25% is gone, 50% is gone, 75% is gone, and when you are almost empty, it'll start showing red on the battery. It does feel very powerful. Advertised as 6,800 RPM. It is 0 gap adjustable. The gold one as well is 0 gap adjustable, so these are able to 0 gap. This clipper does come with a screwdriver. It comes with oil. It comes with 8 comb guards. It comes with a blade cover. It also comes with your power cord. Comes with a cleaning brush. It also comes with a dock and one battery. So one battery for this clipper. The price point we're sitting at on the website is going to be $209.99 before shipping and taxes. So that'll do it for this clipper, and let's get on to the next one. All right, y'all, the next clipper we got is this all black clipper here. As you can see, no face, no case, but it is a 5-click lever system. It does have 2 speeds. It has a low speed and a high speed. As you can see there, it's got the digital dash in there. It does resemble the bevel trimmer from back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember that bevel trimmer. It does have a blade on there that has the oil reservoirs, kind of like the other graphite gray clipper that we were looking at earlier. This does have a 3-hour charge time to a 5-hour runtime, which is not bad at all. For the RPMs, it does say for the low speed, we're looking at 6,000, and for the high speed, you're looking at 7,500. Also with this clipper, it does have accessories. It has 1 screwdriver, 1 brush, 1 oil, 1 blade protector. It has 10 guards, which is going to be from your half guard to your 8 guard. It does come with your charging cord, of course. It does include a dock, and the purchase price for this clipper will be sitting at $195 before shipping and taxes. So that is the clipper there. As you can see here, it has a little finger groove on the back. Not the most ergonomic shaped type clipper. It is extremely quiet. It does have a good color scheme to it. It's not a heavy clipper. It does feel like heavy enough. This black clipper does open up to a 3.5 millimeter as well, just like the gray clipper, which I forgot to mention. So the gray clipper down there does open up to a 3.5 millimeter as well. So the 3 on the right all open up to a 3.5 millimeter, not the gold one. There you see the blade. As you can see, the oil reservoirs in there. Let me try to get this to focus. There are the, trying to get this thing to focus. Come on, mate. There it is. There's the oil reservoirs in there. And it does have like a thinner blade, like a vapor type blade. Everybody seems to be going to that vapor style, that combination blade type style blade. So yeah, there is the clipper all together. Like I said, let's go ahead and get on to the next one. Last and certainly not least, we have the tpob play clipper. As you can see there, got the play on the blade, XO play, it's all over. As you can see there, this is a 2-speed clipper, has a low speed and a high speed. Low speed, we're sitting at 6,000 RPM, high speed 7,500 RPM. It does have a lot of different accessories that you could get. It has a pink, green, and black rubber grip right here. It does have a pink, green, and black faceplate up here, this tpob plate that you could change out as well. It does come with a charging dock that can interchange this faceplate on the charging dock as well, so it comes with a cord. It does have your grooves in the back here. It's very ergonomic. It gives you a lot of grip right here, but allows you to function up here at the top. The lever is extremely quiet, but it's really smooth. You can hear the clicks, but it's not overpowering as far as the sound is concerned. You got a little thumb indentation here. Like I said, you have your finger grooves on the back. On the bottom, you do have a hanging hook. And for the blade here, we have the tpob combination blade. It does have the oil reservoirs inside of the blade. Get it to focus for y'all. But it does have the oil reservoirs to help keep the blade cooler for longer. Like I said, it has a hanging hook. All the different accessories you can get. It is a patented Acme motor, which keeps constant torque. It has an ergonomic design with the rubber grip, like I said. A very quiet motor. It has a 5-hour runtime, 3-hour charge time, 5-click lever system. As far as the accessories that actually come with this clipper, it has the charging stand with the cable. It has 6 premium guards, which is going to be your half guard through your 4 guard. It has 2 extra rubber grips with the logos for both machine and stand. Zero gap tool, oil screwdriver, and a 1-year warranty. This is something I forgot to mention. So on all of these clippers here, they all have a 1-year warranty on all non-moving parts. And as far as a hanging hook as well, the black clipper here has a hanging hook. The gold clipper has a hanging hook, but this does not have a hanging hook. So that's all the clippers that we have, and we are going to put against each other. All right, everybody, so we're going to do a sound test here. Start off with the loudest clipper, in my opinion. That is the gold clipper. Power switch on. Next up, we're going to have the gray graphite color clipper. Let me go ahead and open the lever with the sound off for the gold one. And then we have the all black clipper. Lower level. Next thing is going to be the tpob play. Low level. So there is a sound test. We'll run it high. So there's a sound test.
All right, y'all, so before we go and categorize these from first, second, third, fourth, and each of the different categories that I have, I want to go over some of the cons of each clipper that I find for myself. So first off, we are going to start with the gold clipper here. One of the things I don't like about this clipper is the fact that it's the loudest of all four of them. The next thing I don't like about this clipper is the lever. It doesn't have a click lever, which I've been so accustomed to now, and it's a little bit loose here. Also, the gold on this, it just constantly gets all types of fingerprints. I know these are all minute, but I'm just giving you guys my opinion on why these are the cons of the clipper. Other con, battery life. It's not, you know, an extensive battery life. Other than that, no other complaints besides that. So that'll do it for the cons for this gold clipper. The con for this clipper is that it does have a click lever system, but I feel like it is the clicks, they're kind of like they're not as smooth as the black clipper and the plate clipper that we use today. So that is another con for this one. Also on this clipper, it's just really weird, the weight distribution, where your thumb indent is located. I feel like if it was a little lower based on the weight, it would be a lot better, because when I'm cutting hair and I try to put my thumb in that indentation, I start to feel a little pull right here, right there in that area. So it's a weird placement for that. This is where I'm holding the clipper, is right here. You guys can see that. So right there is where I'm holding the clipper to cut hair, and that is where the most comfortable weight distribution is with your wrists. Another thing that I don't like about the clipper is the fact that it has a 3-hour runtime on the battery. So not a 5-hour like the black clipper and the play. It does have an ejectable battery, but you can't stick this on a dock and you can't charge this directly. So you have to have the battery inside the dock. Seems kind of counterproductive to me in that sense. But other than that, I think that is about all I have to complain about this one. Black clipper here. Now this black clipper, one of the cons I have for this is generally just the ergonomics of it. It is a weird shape to it. It's not as uncomfortable as the gray clipper, but it is just, it's not the best feeling in the hand. There's no like finger indentions or anything like that to kind of help with the ergonomics of it. So that is the con for this clipper that I have. For the last clipper, the gray one, this one, I don't care for the half guard. So that is another con for that. The click lever on this is smooth. It's just a little loud. You really hear the clicks, which is not, these are not extensive things to be, really bothered by, but I'm just giving you guys my cons. Also, the price point on this was $199, I think I said, or 100 and I think it was $199. The last gray clipper was $209 and the gold clipper was $229. So all those, those are cons for the price point to what you're getting. Those are the cons for that. Let's get to the last clipper. Now for the plate clipper, the con that I have for this is going to have to be the half guard that it comes with. Now the 1 guard, the 2 guard, the 3 guard, 4 guard, and the 1.5, all those I could easily work with. They work great. But when it comes to the half guard, I don't care for the half guard that this has. It's just not I'm a wall half guard type person. That's what I've grown accustomed to. That's what I like, and that's something that I don't like about the plate clipper is the half guard that it comes with. So other than that, let's get to rating these first, second, last as far as battery life and quietness and all that stuff. So let's get to that. So rating these from first to last as far as RPM levels and what they're stated on their packaging, it's going to go with the tpob play and the black clipper here, sitting at 7,500 RPM for the RPM levels. So that's going to be first place. Second place, we're going to have 6,800 for the gray clipper. And for the gold clipper, there was nothing listed on the box, so it takes third place automatically. So that is based off the boxes and the RPM levels they have listed. That is what we're looking at as far as first, second, last, and RPM. The next thing we're going to look at is going to be the ergonomics of the clipper. So in this instance, we're going to put the play at first as far as ergonomics. I'm going to go with the gold clipper second. I'm going to go with the black clipper third, and I'm gonna go with the gray clipper fourth. Now the reason being, the plate clipper overall is just a better ergonomic shape. It's not a weird round shape to it. It has that squared body type shape, has your groove for your thumb, has your finger indentions, and also it is just a perfect weight in my opinion for a clipper. Now the gold clipper here, it does have your finger grooves, it does have some finger indentions in the back. And the reason why I say that this is the next up is because of the weight of the clipper, how it feels in the hand, the indentions, the finger grooves. Now you may be thinking in your head that the gray clipper has the same type of body style, But like I said in the cons, the way that the weight distribution is, that it makes it a uncomfortable clipper to use. So that is the reason why I have the gold clipper over here, and then we have the black clipper next, because of the weight distribution on that. And it just feels better to use this than it does to use the gray clipper, in my opinion. So like I said, the gray clipper just has a weird weight distribution to it that puts it like this. So we have first, second, third, fourth as far as ergonomics. Next thing we're going to look at is the runtime. So we're going to go ahead and classify them first, second, and third for runtime. So first off, we're going to have the tpob Play and the black clipper here, which are going to be your first place winners because they are sitting at 5 hours of runtime. Next up, we have this gray clipper here sitting at 3 hours of runtime, and then we have the gold clipper here sitting at about 90 minutes of runtime. So that's first, second, and third as far as the battery life goes. The next thing we're going to be rating is the levered comfortability. So in my opinion, it's already in order here. We got the tpob Play first, got the black clipper second, you got this gray clipper third, the gold clipper fourth, and this is how I feel the levers feel in the hand, how they click, how they sound, how smooth they are, also the loudness of the lever. Now the reason why I have all these three before the gold, with this not being a click lever, is just the fact that the lever on this, it feels a little loose. It just doesn't feel as snug and comfortable as the click lever systems that I've been using. So tpob has got a nice, smooth, quiet lever system. It's very smooth, and it locks into each notch nicely. The black clipper does have a smooth click lever to it, but it is a bit loud as far as the lever is. The gray one, it does have a click lever system, and it does work, but overall it is a bit loud, and it kind of gets a little notched up and stuck. So that is how I have it ranked out as far as lever systems. The next thing we're going to be rating is the blend systems, the blades they have on them, and I have them ranked right here, first, second, third, fourth. So tpob Play, in my opinion, is going to be the better blender, the easier blender. The first three are rated where they're at because they do have that blade system that does have an oil reservoir, which does in fact work, in my opinion. It keeps the blades a lot cooler. I have had instances where I've used this gold clipper for long periods of time, and the blade does get hot, as opposed to the three clippers that I've used with the oil reservoirs. tpob does have a super smooth blend with that Play XO blade. The black clipper here has a smooth blend as well, but I feel like it's just a lot easier to work out lines with the tpob Play. And then the gray one, it does blend nicely with that blue blade that's on there as well. So this is what I have ranked as far as fading and the blade system that it has. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is debulking, and honestly for me, I have a 3-way tie in that category because they all debulk very similar and with ease. There's no pull, there's no tug, there's not any stray hairs that you have to constantly work over. Now with the gold clipper here, I did find that you do have to go back over your work to make sure that everything is even, and I've had a couple instances where the motor did bog down and you have to kind of rework it to get through thicker hair. So in this instance, we have a first place for debulking and your second place. So we have a 3-way tie for that. Now when it comes to charging docks, I'm going to have to put the tpob Play charging dock first because it does come with interchangeable colorways that you can put on your charging dock, which I think is a cool addition to that concept. Second, we have the black clipper and the gold clipper. Their charging docks, I would say, take second. They do the job. They get what they need to get done. And third, I'm going to put this gray clipper in the last category because you can't put the clipper on the charging dock. You actually have to eject the battery to put onto the charging dock, which I think in a way is a little bit inconvenient. So as far as charging docks, that's the way I would rank it, first, second, and third. Now the next thing we're going to rate is going to be the price point of each clipper. So the tpob Play is going to be sitting at $124.99 on Amazon. Next up on the website of this black clipper, the clipper price is sitting at $195 before shipping and tax. The gray clipper is going to be sitting at $209.99 before shipping and tax. And then the gold clipper is going to be sitting at $229.99 before shipping and tax. So you have the least expensive to the most expensive clipper, which I think is a wild concept because the one that provides the least amount of new technology or anything is going to be the gold clipper, which is the most expensive. So that's wild to me, but that is the pricing listing for those, and I think that'll about wrap it up. All right, y'all, so we're at the final portion of the video, and that is going to be determining what I think the best bang for your buck is going to be. And I know a lot of people in the comment section are like,
oh, he's sponsored, oh, he gets paid by tpob, oh, blah 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 blah.
Just based off of everything that I've shown y'all, as far as price point, as far as fade quality, as far as the accessories that you get, the type of customizations you can do, I think that the overall buy is a no-brainer. Like for $125, you get a clipper with a charging dock that everybody cries and complains about. You get a click lever system. You get a 2-speed clipper, 7,500 RPM on the high end, 6,000 RPM on the low end. It's got a combination blade that, you know, is overrunning the game right now as far as clippers. Every clipper company that I see now is diving into that realm of having a combination blade, a vapor blade, or whatever you want to call it. But overall, this is a quiet clipper. It has the rubber grip that you need to make sure that it stays in your hand. It's not a slippery clipper. It's ergonomic. The weight distribution is right. It's correct where it needs to be at, I feel. The click lever system is not, you know, glitchy. It sits in well in every click. You get a opening blade that, you know, a lot of people always complain about a stretch lever. This does have, you know, trying to modify their clippers to have a stretch bracket. So this already opens up a good bit for you. And also it does have those old reservoirs in there which help keep your blade cooler for longer. So a lot of companies are jumping on that technology now. So this has it. This has that technology, has the click lever, has everything that you want in a clipper for $125. 2-day shipping from Amazon. If you want to buy it off the website, you can go to thepissedoffbarber.com, use code Jayblends to save yourself 15% off your purchase. But overall, this has got to be the winner out of all 4 of the clippers we used today. You guys go out and try it for yourself. I mean, you could take my word, but overall, my best suggestion for people when buying clippers is you have to try it for yourself. Don't knock something until you actually put it in your hand and put it to use behind the chair. And at that, you know, if you buy the clipper, you use it for a couple of days, you don't like it, you could sell it to somebody in the shop or online. People are always trying to find someone to buy used clippers from. So my greatest advice piece to y'all is to buy a clipper for yourself, use it, try to, you know, see how it works for you behind the chair before you start reading all types of, you know, comments and this and that, because we could watch reviews all day, we could get people's opinions all day, but at the end of the day, until you put the clipper in your hand, until you fade with it, until you debulk with it, until you do any of that, you're not gonna really know how something really works unless you try it. So with that, y'all make the decision for yourself. Until next time, God bless.